Good evening from Universal Studios. So I'm heading into the park for the evening, and my main goal is actually to try out my brand new annual pass. I've had a Universal annual pass for a couple of years now, but recently myself and my sister decided to upgrade to the top tier pass, which is the Premier Pass. And that comes with a number of perks that I'm looking to try out today. We've only just upgraded recently, so this is my first time really trying it out in the park. Now, just to know, this isn't like sponsored or anything. I paid for this with my own money. This is a completely unbiased review. Honestly, I'm curious to see whether this upgrade is going to be worth it.
The walkway exit is approaching. Please.
Right, I am through security and heading on in. So I did actually make use of the very first perk of my pass, and that perk is prime parking, which is essentially preferred parking. Now, the different passes give you different parking perks. The one just below mine, which is the one I had prior to this, gave me free standard parking. The one below that, I think it's like 50% off parking. With the top tier, you get free prime or free valet parking. So yeah, I went with preferred or prime, and have to say, parking was great. I was really close. I literally just went down the escalator and then I was right at security. Oh my gosh, it's so busy. It is a holiday weekend this weekend. It's Monday's the bank holiday, so it's Martin Luther King holiday. I actually don't know which day the holiday falls on, but this is the holiday weekend. This is like what we would call a bank holiday weekend. I think over here they call it a holiday weekend. So it's gonna be busy, right? Which I feel like is the best time to put the next perk to the test, which is that after 4 p.m. every day, I get free Express Pass. Now, how that works is I get the standard Express Pass, which is one ride on every ride through the Express queue. And I think I just scanned my annual pass. I've never tried it before, so you're experiencing it for the first time with me. But it'll be interesting to see how that works out on what is a busy weekend here. Because, you know, that's when it's really going to have the most value, because those Express Passes are going to be more expensive as well. So I'm going to start my day over at Islands of Adventure. I have been to Universal already on this trip, but I didn't get to ride VelociCoaster. So VelociCoaster is top of my list. When I was here last time, I didn't get to try out my Express Pass, so I'm so excited to try it for the first time and just see how it works. I think it's going to be straightforward. I think they're literally just going to scan my AP just like they would scan the Express Pass barcode. And like I say, I'll get one ride on each ride. So, do I start with VelociCoaster? Because I feel like that's going to be top tier. I guess maybe I could work my way around and try one or two before that. I just love VelociCoaster. I'm so excited to ride it. I haven't been on it at all this trip, and it's my favorite ride. I love it so much. The only ride that isn't included right now in Express Pass is Hagrid's. That's the same whether you get your Express because you have an annual pass, or you get it because you're staying in a hotel, or you get it because you have purchased it on the day. That ride just doesn't have Express Pass. So I have in the past tried out different types of Express Pass here at Universal. I have purchased the standard Express Pass, which gives you the one ride on every ride in cash, like just added it onto my ticket. And that price varies depending on how busy they expect the park to be. So it's like seasonal, I guess. And then I've also stayed in the, I guess, deluxe resorts. I don't know if that's what they call them here, but you know, the top tier resorts that come with the Express Pass. Those are the Hard Rock Hotel, Royal Pacific, and Portofino Bay. If you're staying at any of those three, you get the unlimited Express Pass. And that means you go on any ride in the Express line, as long as it has Express, as many times as you like. There's no limit. You can also purchase the unlimited Express Pass too, but that's going to be more expensive obviously than the standard Express Pass. And then it's also going to be more expensive to get a 2-park one instead of a 1-park one. So yeah, there's lots of different options. I think, like, personally, if I was paying a cash price, I would just go with the standard Express Pass. I feel like getting to ride every ride once is enough, like, especially if you've got it for 2 parks. But definitely have appreciated the like comfort and I guess the convenience of having the unlimited express pass. You know, when it comes to rides like VelociCoaster, I quite happily go on that multiple times a day. If you have an annual pass, any kind of annual pass, you get discounts on the hotels, and you can get very lucky with some really good discounts on those top tier hotels. I've seen it as low as like $300, and that gives you the unlimited express pass for 2 days, your check-in day and your checkout day. So lots of information there, but hopefully it's helpful. Oftentimes as well, I feel like if you're coming even from the UK and you're only doing a 2-week visit, if you're in any way contemplating staying on site at Universal, or you're contemplating that express pass, definitely do the math and figure out if it's worth at least one person in your party having an annual pass instead of like the 2-week ticket. Because not only do you get that discount on the hotels, you also then get merch discounts depending on the level of pass you go for too. I'm gonna head into the park now and try out this express pass. We are inside. In case you weren't aware, they have implemented photograph checks like for your tickets at the entrance. So instead of doing your fingerprint, they take a photo. I had not actually seen that. When I came, I was a little bit surprised by it. Yeah, that's new, and I guess it works a lot better because they can just, you know, see your face and compare it. And if you use a different finger by mistake, you know, that's caused issues and stuff in the past. So, but obviously, you know, you should look like yourself, so you shouldn't have any issues getting in with your pass. Oh, I can see VelociCoaster going off in the distance. I'm still debating what to do. I think I just go straight on VelociCoaster because that's going to give me an adrenaline rush then that I can carry with me for the rest of my time here. I would go on the Hulk, right? But it does shake me about a little bit. And sometimes I feel a little bit ill after it. And then if I do that first, maybe I won't be able to enjoy VelociCoaster. And silly me, I didn't bring my ginger chews or my Dramamine, which I literally forget every time I come here. I do suffer with motion sickness, so I mean, I only have myself to blame for being so stupid and not bringing stuff with me. So yeah, I think we're gonna go around to VelociCoaster. Let's get straight on there. All right, I have made it round. Looks like it's still a 2-hour wait. So I'll definitely time it to see how quick the express pass is. But I'm so excited. And also, this is my favorite time in the park, just when the sun is setting. Everything just looks so pretty. You can start to see the lights. Looks like they're running the cars pretty frequently from what I've seen approaching. Like, quite a few times there's been 2 cars on the track at the same time. So that's a good sign. Especially for the express pass, because if it's loading quick, hopefully won't have much of a wait. So Universal does not allow anything onto this ride at all. So there's metal detectors and everything. I can take you guys into the queue, but then I'll have to dump you in a locker along with everything else, my phone, all of that, which makes sense when you see that the track literally goes over the head of people on the walkway. They can't risk having anything in your pocket, which is perfect. I'm happy with that. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, it is looking busy. It's looking like the express pass queue is also busy, so I will make sure to check my watch and time this, and we'll see how we go. By the way, if you're wondering what this thing is, it's like practically choking me right now. It is a cup holder. So this is my cup holder. It comes with a strap, and I've got my refillable mug in there as well. That was so good. That was so good. So I timed myself from the moment I got in the queue to the exact moment that I was sat in the car about to take off was 30 minutes. I think that's pretty good for a 2-hour wait. And actually when I was getting in the express pass queue, they were saying it'll be about half. I think that's what they guarantee with the express pass, is that you'll wait about half. But it wasn't an hour, it was only 30 minutes. Queue moves pretty quick. And it was just so good. I just freaking love that ride. It's so, so good. That bit when you go upside down over the water, and the bit when you do a very high drop I was in the back row as well. I always like I try and psych myself up to keep my hands up, and I can just never because I just honestly, my like survival instincts kick in and I grab onto that bar. The sun has gone down while I've been inside, which means we get to see the lights on VelociCoaster, which I love. Oh, I say that now, this car isn't lit up. No way, that's so random. I guess the lights aren't working. Oh, that's the bit. That for me was actually the only ride that was a must-do for me coming here tonight. So I'm quite happy that I got it done and without wasting too much time queuing. I'm thinking I might head into Hogsmeade maybe and just have a little look around. It's probably going to be really busy, but you know, it's just such a nice area to go and look around. Especially at night. I feel like I don't get to spend enough time here at night. I tend to come and like blitz it in the morning, and sometimes when we stay here, like we'll try come back in the evening. Sometimes the closing hours are relatively early here, so yeah, it's a good opportunity to embrace the park at night and have a bit of a wander around. What's funny as well is like I always see people during the summer with the capes and everything, you know, like the Harry Potter capes, and always think like, oh my gosh, fair play to them. But on an evening like tonight, it's actually quite cool. The capes would be a good shout. Let's have a browse around in here. I love this store, it's so cool. They've got such cool merch in here. It's like having Horror Nights vibes all year round, which I appreciate. Oh, what's this? Creatures of Passion. I am kind of keeping an eye out for a long sleeve, like a jumper or a sweatshirt. I don't think I own anything that's long sleeve from Universal, so I could do one. And also, like I said, the weather. So it would be nice to have something nice and warm. That's quite cool, actually. I like that. But I kind of want something that's like more of a generic all year round kind of thing. That's cool as well. That's $37. It was $55 for that cool Christmas jumper thing. $37 for the t-shirt, and that one too. Let's pop out and let's head over to Hogsmeade. Oh, the Frankenstein jacket is cool. $125 for that. Let's head out. We are coming into Hogsmeade. This place is so cool at night. I'm pretty sure when I was here last time on this trip it was still Christmas. So it's nice to see it just as regular Hogsmeade.
See the archway, the big archway.
I'm always tempted by a butterbeer. I don't think I'll get one tonight. I already have some snack plans. Oh, Hagrid's is lit up. Hagrid's is at 125 minutes. And as I said, you don't get any express pass on that. I won't be going on that this evening. I did jump in the line for it though, right at the end of the night on my last trip, and it definitely was shorter than what it was advertised. So I do recommend doing that towards the end of the night.
It is.
And there it is. Hogwarts. This looks epic at night, doesn't it? So Forbidden Journey is only showing, oh no, I thought it was 25, it's 75. And that does have Express Pass. This is awesome. I'm just debating now whether I turn around and go backwards or if I continue around the loop of the park. I might turn around and go backwards. Because I kind of want to go back through the like kiddie area I really like that area. And then also I get to walk back through Hogsmeade again, so that'll be fun. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just walk back this way and just soak up the atmosphere. I love this park, I really do. I might go have a little sneak peek at Hagrid's. Is there somewhere you can see the ride without getting in the queue? I'm not sure actually. I do love that ride. It always has a massive line though. So touching on some of the other perks that come with the annual pass, one of the biggest ones that I make use of is the early entry. Now, like I said before this pass, I was on the one below. The preferred pass, which is the one below, the one that I have now, and the premier pass both get early entry in the parks. That is an hour entry to the parks. The exact same perk that you get for staying at a Universal hotel, only you don't have to be staying at a hotel, you just use your annual pass. And that is how I get on Hagrid's. Other than the other night, like I said, we went in the queue right towards the end of the day. The most I've got on it is by waiting outside the gates in the morning, getting in for the hour early entry, going straight to Hagrid's, getting on it, and then I can also get on VelociCoaster as well with no wait. So I think it's such a big perk. It's one of the reasons why we went with that pass in the first place, the preferred pass. We originally, I think, had a lower pass than that, and then we decided to go for preferred to get the early entry, and now obviously we've gone right up to the premier pass for the express pass and the other benefits. So I am going to refill my refillable mug here. I did reactivate it for today. The cost to reactivate is $11. All right. Now, what am I going to go for? I might go for a Fanta, actually. I'm just going to go for regular Fanta. Ah, there we go. So another perk that I appreciate with the annual pass is the discount on merchandise and food. Again, that only comes with the top two passes, so the preferred and the premier. And this is where I really feel like it is worth doing the math for these passes. If I recall correctly, actually, I think maybe the first year that Rachel and I got the passes, we actually, one of us got like a higher pass than the other so that we could get more discounts, because we would just use like that person's pass, do you know what I mean? That's the same actually as what we did in like Disneyland Paris and stuff. We would have one person get the top tier pass so we could get all the discounts that came with that pass, and the other person would get one lower, and we just always use that person's pass for like discounts, hotels, all that sort of stuff. So both the premier and the preferred pass get discounts on merch and food, and what I really like about the food discount is that it counts in all of the food locations. I don't recall finding any location yet that doesn't take it, and I'm talking about like even using the refillable mug, reactivating that for the day, I got a discount, getting butter beer, getting Voodoo Donut, like the kind of places that just aren't included if you look at the likes of Disney. Even Starbucks is included, which I just think is great. Like, it's just good that you can use it at so many places, because it means that you use it a whole lot more, and then you also get the merch discount. So I'm probably going to use both of those today. I think I am going to, well, I've already used the food discount to reactivate the mug, but I think I'm going to have some food in CityWalk. I'm definitely getting some Voodoo Donut. I didn't get any last time, and I am also really keen, like I said, to get a jumper, so I'm going to have a little look around at some of the merchandise stores. It is totally different walking back out to coming in now that it is dark. I get to see all of the lights. I love the train that goes around Zeus Landing. It's so cute. Oh, maybe I'll go on it. Should I go on it? I'm going to have the express pass. Yeah, why not? Let's go on it. Then we can have a little tour around. It's such a chill ride, and then you get some great views from it as well. And I've never done it at night, so why not? Isn't this area so cool? I really like it. This sweet store as well is good. They've got a counter with all fresh stuff like fudge and cookies and little cake pops and muffins and things, candy apples, all that sort of stuff. We go through that on the way out though. So what is it called again? The Zeus Trolley Train Ride. Oh no, the High in the Sky Zeus Trolley Train Ride. Let's see what the wait time is. Oh gosh, it's actually It's actually kind of busy. I think that's the express pass line. Okay. Oh, it's a 45-minute wait. Oh my gosh. So I guess in theory I could be waiting 20 minutes. But you know what? It's going to be my last ride. I might as well. Let's go through the express line. This time I can actually show you the express pass scan. Hiya.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So the wait for this has been 11 minutes to this point. Oh my gosh, it's so loud. Oh, we can see one of the trains coming round. By the way, just as an FYI, the seats on this thing are tiny. And they're also super awkward to get in and out of. Poor Rachel really hurt her knee getting out of this one time. All right, here we go.
When I leave home to take a walk, Dad always says to me,
Make sure you keep your eyelids up and see what you can see.
now what can I say when I get home then? All the long way through town and all the way back, I look round and round and I keep careful track. The next thing I spy is the Hop on Pop shop. Tots hopping on ice cream with cherries on top. As you can see, here in the heart of Seuss Landing is a carousel that's truly outstanding. Say, I like green eggs and ham. I do. I like them, Sam I am. And I will eat them here and there. Say, I will eat them anywhere. Now we bypass two unbudging Zacks, both stubbornly stuck unbudged in their tracks. Now keep your eyes peeled for Sneetches. They are known to love beaches. There's one down there, fishing. He's floating, he's wishing. He might catch a fish with a pinwheel-like tail. He might catch a fish who has fins like a sail. He might catch a fish with a checkerboard belly, or even a fish made of strawberry jelly. Say, that makes a story that no one can beat when we say that we saw it on Mulberry Street. But it still could be better. Did I ever tell you that Mrs. McCabe had 23 sons and she named them all Dave? Well, she did, and that wasn't a smart thing to do. You see, when she wanted one and calls out, "Yo, come into the house, Dave!" she doesn't get one. All 23 Daves of hers come on the run. Farewell to the Sneetches at the end of our fun. No time for more, we're almost done.
That was so fun, but the narration was different. I don't know if they have multiple narrations, and maybe I've only ever had the same one, but I always have the one where it's like, goes through the alphabet, and I think it's the Cat in the Hat that says it. But that was totally different. I don't know what was going on. That was, yeah, I don't know. Let me know. Is that normal? Is it normal that it does a different narration at night, maybe? Really not sure. But it was good though, I enjoyed it. And got some great views as well. Apologies, I think for some reason the camera was not tracking my face in the last clip, so I think you probably had like an under chin view, so yeah, sorry about that. I'm trying to listen to see what this train is saying, because normally it's the Cat in the Hat that narrates and does like an A to Z thing, unless there's multiple narrations all the time. Okay, right, that sounds like the one that I'm familiar with, so it must just be that there's multiple narrations and I've always had the same one. I thought maybe it was like something different for nighttime, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I can hear the Cat in the Hat one there. So that's cool. It was nice to do something different. Doing it at night, but then also having a different narration was pretty cool. But anyway, after me saying about how hard it is to get out of them seats, I was being extra careful, and then I smacked my head off the top of the trolley. I forgot that it has a cover. As I was getting out, I was like, ow. So I think I am gonna now start walking out of the park and out into CityWalk. I was trying to do a Voodoo Donut mobile order, but for some reason, it is just not accepting my card. I don't know what is going on. I had the same problem in Minion Cafe the other day, so yeah, I'm not sure what it is, but I'm gonna have to queue for that, which is a little bit annoying. Although sometimes I find like the mobile order for Voodoo Donut isn't great anyway. It just depends on how long the queue is really. which one is a better shout, but I'm gonna have to queue for it because I haven't had a voodoo donut and I just love the grape ape donut. And I'm not a grape person, I've said this before, but that donut is insane, the grape ape. Even if you think you're not a grape person, just trust me and try it. Natasha got me on it and it's so good. And actually I'm going to get her one as well. So hence why I'm willing to wait, because I know she loves that one, so she'll be delighted to have that. So I'm going to just head now out of the park. Oh, it's so nice being here at night. I've really enjoyed myself. Now, one thing I have to say, right, about having Express Pass, whether it is with your annual pass or because you stayed in the hotel or whatever way you decide to do it, for me there's like an element of it that just changes how I feel in the park, which I don't know if I'll articulate very well. And obviously, like, I know that it is a perk, like, and it's not cheap, and so, like, you know, I understand that it's not an option for everybody to like book one of these hotels, pay for an express pass, or get the annual pass that I've got. Whenever I've had it, obviously on top of the very obvious perk of being able to save time queuing for rides, it also just changes how I feel when I'm in the park, because I don't have that feeling of like watching wait times, rushing from ride to ride, you know, seeing that something has gone down like in terms of time and trying to get to that side of the park, or like feeling stressed in the morning trying to get everything done while the crowds are low. I just feel so relaxed because I know I have that pass, and so I know like my wait times are going to be reduced, and I'm able to enjoy the park more outside of the rides. I'm enjoying actually just like being in the park more, like walking around the park more. And I think I just realised I think my drink is spilling a little bit. I'm going to take it out of its holder and actually have it. Yeah, I think the lid came up a little bit. Oh well, I need to wash this jumper anyway. I haven't actually had any of my Fanta yet. That's good. I haven't had Fanta in ages. It's quite refreshing. I usually go for the like Coke Zero and the Coke Zero flavours. But anyway, let me spin you around. You're probably sick of looking at my face. So as I said, I'm heading out to CityWalk now, and I think I'll go straight to Voodoo Donut. It makes sense because then I'm going to head for food. I think I'm going to go to Panda Express, which is probably going to be really busy right now as well. But I don't mind waiting. You know, it's my last evening. It's actually my last evening full stop of the whole trip. So I'm kind of just soaking in the last bits. I do need to go back and like finish packing this evening, which is really sad. Oh look, they have, is that always Christmas? I guess so, because that looks like a permanent sign. Port of Entry Christmas. That's cool. Oh, I could have a little scoot in this store. No, I think I'll wait and I'll just go into the main store. If I'm going to Voodoo Donut anyway, I'm going to be walking by the store, so I'll just wait and I'll go into the main store because I feel like they have the best selection. Oh, I love this sign. The memories from this. Whenever I think of our early holidays, like our holidays growing up, we used to get to come here maybe every 2 to 3 years when our parents would manage to save up, and we would be lucky if we would get like a day in Disney, but we would always get Universal tickets. And so much of my memories are from this park specifically, just coming here in the mornings, and Rachel, Dad and I going on Dueling Dragons. I remember we would like rush around to Dueling Dragons and we'd go on separate like vehicles, and then we'd get in the front row because like there just wasn't a wait in the mornings. Like you could get here at opening, go straight there and it would be dead, and so we'd go on separate vehicles in the front row and we'd be waving at each other as we'd come hurtling towards each other before you kind of went off. And this was back obviously when Dueling Dragons was actually dueling, and we'd get to ride it twice, maybe 3 times even sometimes, and then we'd come back around and get on the Hulk, usually twice as well. And then like Mum would be with us, but she wouldn't do those rides, and then we would kind of slow the pace down. We'd go on Spider-Man, we'd get on the water rides, and I just have such good memories. I always just think of like the coming in on the moving walkway. I know a lot of people think about that when they think of their holidays, but it's just mad like how back then it was so quiet. Now that was pre-Harry Potter, so I feel like Harry Potter really significantly increased the crowds here, which is great because obviously like you want Universal to do well, because I want it to be here and continue to expand and bring the amazing rides like it's brought, like Hagrid's and VelociCoaster and everything. But yeah, I still cherish those memories. I love hearing from you guys, like what are the things that you have like in terms of special memories, like when you come back, what are always the things that you think about that remind you of, you know, your earlier trips, your first trip maybe, your trips with your family. And I know for some people, like they maybe only came for the first time more recently or like as adults. Florida has just always been that special place for us. Like after we went that first time, it was always the goal for my parents. You know, it was just saving to get us back again because they had such a good time. And then, you know, it's then now gotten to the point where obviously Rachel and I don't need saving for anymore. We pay for ourselves and, you know, we're able to come as often as we do, which is just like never would have been able to fathom all those years ago. I just get special feelings here at Universal because there's just so many memories here. Yeah, it's kind of weird being here by myself sometimes, but also nice in a way because I feel like I take the time to just reminisce and like think about stuff like that. Anyway, I am heading over to Voodoo Donut now. I feel like the queue is probably out the door. I think I can see people outside. Gosh. Oh well, look, it is what it is. It's the last night. And then, I don't know, I'll see what Panda Express is like. If it's really busy, I might just leave and get food like outside of Universal. We'll see. Okay, so Panda Express was not too bad. I waited about 15 minutes total, like getting my food and everything, paying. I'm now heading back to Voodoo Donut. I've got my food in a bag, so I'm probably gonna eat it around here somewhere. The Voodoo Donut was ready in like 10 minutes according to the app. Now I have had it happen where it tells me on the app that it's ready, but when I go to the stall it's not there. But it was ready about almost another 10 minutes ago, so I'm hoping that means that it will actually be there and I can just pick it up. I'm just coming up to the stall now, so fingers crossed. I got my Voodoo, it was there waiting for me and there was no queue, so that worked out really well because that line definitely would have been a lot longer than that time that I waited, and I was able to go off and get my other food at the same time. But let me give you a little pan around at my view right now. So I'm just sat kind of behind the Voodoo Donut stand. That's the Auntie Anne stand behind me, and this is a great place to come and sit because it's quieter than the chaos up at Panda Express, and the weather is like, it's cold, but I mean, I'm Irish, so this weather is fine for me to sit out and eat in. So for my Panda Express, I went with half and half chow mein and rice, and then I got Beijing beef and a double orange chicken, so I went for the bigger plate. I got 15% off then with the annual pass. I recall getting 10% off, so I don't know if there is a difference between the preferred and the premier annual pass, but I will find that out. I am saving my Voodoo Donut for when I get home. Now it's time to have a look around the shop. They do have this offer on here for adult crew fleeces, originally $70, reduced to $29.95, so that's pretty good. I don't think I'll get something like that though. I'm thinking more of like a hoodie. I'll have a little scoot around the Harry Potter stuff anyway. Now I am operating, oh, Christmas at Hogwarts, that's cool. I feel like they have some of this merch out at the studios as well, right? But yes, I was gonna say I am operating with one hand because I have my Voodoo in the other, so I can't like reach for price tags or anything like that. So we're just gonna have a quick scoot round. All right, I think we will skip the Harry Potter merch and head out to the more general Universal merch. Now, the other thing is if I don't see anything, I'm gonna hold off and go to the store in the airport because I confirmed last time that the airport store does take the annual pass discount. I love this t-shirt. I'm wearing it right now, but it is covered by a long sleeve because it is chilly. I love this one too. I also have this one. They're my two favorites. I really like this kind of like rain jacket thing. I see a lot of people wearing it. It's so nice. I just love that whole collection. This kind of caught my eye. This green one. It looks like it would be soft. It's not as soft as it looks actually. There is a half zip over here. Yeah, this like black and grey one. I think I want more of a hoodie though. I know I'm being very particular, aren't I? But like I say, I can always just go to the airport store if I don't see anything. It is a bit hectic in here. Oh, so this is the generic Universal Studios hoodie. They have it in grey and they have it in navy. So I think it's $60. I do like it. It's nice and light actually. I will wear a hoodie a lot more if it is light like that because it's just obviously suitable for more of the weather that we get. Although it is apparently freezing at home right now, like literally freezing, like below freeze temperatures. Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm not sold on anything. I'm not feeling like super excited about anything. Okay, and it is hectic in here and I'm afraid someone's gonna knock my voodoos out of my hand. Oh, I also wouldn't mind Jurassic Park. I do like Jurassic Park merch. Oh, I like the VelociCoaster t-shirt, but that's not what we're here for. We do not need another t-shirt. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it and not get a jumper right now, and instead I'll get something or look for something in the airport. Because you know what, sometimes it's nice to shop in the airport because you're all sad because you have to go home. So, oh, this one just has like a design on the back and it's got this, but similar to some of the merch that I saw at Disney for the 50th, it's kind of that weird like faded, but then it just looks cheap. Do you know what I mean? Like it's hard to tell whether it's purposely faded or it's just not great quality. Let's scoot out. I think I have reached my browsing limit with the crowds. The other store over there is all boarded up, so I don't think that's open. Oh, I would love to stop in to Coldstone Creamery because I had an unbelievable dessert there the other night. I just made my own and I got the salted caramel ice cream, and then what did I put in it? Peanuts, like a caramel sauce, and Snickers, I think. And it was absolutely delicious. And you also get your annual pass discount. I promise you guys, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I know it probably sounds like it, but I do actually just really appreciate my annual pass. Like I love having one. I love the discounts that I get. I feel like the rewards that you get here are like tangible things that I will use all the time. So like that early morning entry, the express pass, the discount on all the food. Like, you know, you can compare Voodoo to the likes of Gideon's. It'd be like if we got our Disney annual pass discount on Gideon's, which obviously we don't. Or, you know, Chicken Guy to like Panda Express. They're not comparable in other ways, but like, you know what I mean? Like it's a franchise that's opened up in Disney Springs. And is it a franchise? Yes, it is a franchise. It is a franchise. Chicken Guy is a franchise. Anyway, I am just heading out now to my parking spot that is not a long walk away. There are some other benefits that I haven't mentioned or like, you know, been able to use today, and they include a Horror Nights ticket, which you get only with the Premier Pass. I think there's also some other event perks. Obviously the hotel discount, which I talked about, and you know, early entry I didn't get to experience today, but you'll have seen that in previous vlogs if you've watched along. What I will do, which is my favorite thing to do when it comes to making decisions, financial decisions, is I will do a separate video where we can do the maths together. I may have said this already, but if you're not familiar with my channel, I've done this for Disney Vacation Club before, and I think it would be good to do it for a Universal trip, like with different scenarios, to show you when it is and when it isn't the right decision financially to go for an annual pass, either for, you know, just one person in your group, for everybody in the group, I guess. It just depends. It'll depend on your situation. If you're interested in that, let me know. I think that's something I'd like to do. I hope you have enjoyed this vlog. I hope it's been helpful. It's also been a bit chilled for me. I've really enjoyed it. I've had a lovely evening. You know, I didn't do too much, but I did all I wanted to do. And I'm leaving pretty happy with myself. It's a nice way to end the trip.
The terminal link is now departing. Please hold on to the handrails. The next stop is Terminal C, Parking C, and the train station.
Close right of everybody got it.
I am here at Terminal C. I have already come through, checked in, gone through security, and I'm just sitting in the kind of open area. I think it's called the Palm Court. I've been to theme parks, I've run a marathon, I've been shopping, tried lots of food. But yeah, the trip has sadly come to an end. But you know what? I had a really good time, and I'm actually kind of excited to get home and see my little dog. And my boyfriend, but also my dog. There is no better reception than a little dog, or like any size dog that has missed you and is so excited to see you. It makes finishing up a holiday and heading home so much easier, just knowing that you have that excitement waiting for you. But I have just placed a mobile order at Starbucks, and very greedily I've actually ordered 2 drinks because they have a buy one get one free offer on. So I was like, well, I don't want to say no to a free drink. So I've got a coffee and a refresher, which, you know, I didn't actually have a refresher at all while I was here, so it'll be nice to just chill and have that. I'm also assessing food options. Now I actually have access to the Plaza Premium Lounge, and because of my status with British Airways, I have silver status. But to be honest, like, I've not been massively blown away by the lounge. I think it's nice, like, but it tends to get quite busy, and the food options are really like lighter snacks. So I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to bother going up there. And sometimes there can be quite a queue and stuff to get up. I actually quite like this area here, just in the main part of the terminal, because it's lovely and open. And it obviously is a brand new terminal, so I quite like to just chill here. I might pop over to Shake Shack and just get some Shake Shack fries, because I kind of fancy something hot like that, a little bit comforting and also relatively plain before the flight. Ooh, I think my drinks are ready. So I just went with a grande blonde roast iced vanilla latte, and then I ended up going for like the 20 size of the refresher, because this was the one that was free because it was still cheaper than the coffee. So I figured I might as well get the largest size I can get free. So I'm definitely going to need a few trips to the bathroom probably before I get on the flight. But yeah, I don't know. Might as well get the most I can for free, right? I'm actually so bad for stuff like that. Like, I just love a good bargain. And if I can push the limits of what I can get for free or like included in an offer, I will always do it. And I'm also the kind of person that like cannot stand things like paying for delivery. So if there's a certain like amount to spend on shopping and you get free delivery at that price, I'm like, well, I have to get it. I have to like spend that much because I don't want to pay for delivery, which is like a little bit counterintuitive. These stores here in Terminal C are so good. I really like the Universal one in particular. And actually it's a bit more of an enjoyable shopping experience sometimes than in the parks, because it's nice and quiet. It's not super busy like some of the stores in the parks. And then look, they've got these awesome screens. So it's showing Islands of Adventure and Spider-Man right now. But the quality is so good, so clear. I wanted to get a jumper or like some sort of long sleeve sweatshirt or something from Universal, but I didn't find one. I did just have a really quick scan yesterday evening when I was in the parks. So that's what I'm kind of on the lookout for. I'm wearing like a light half zip right now, or quarter zip right now, but London is super cold. So some sort of hoodie actually would also serve the dual purpose of keeping me a bit warmer when I land into London. They've got all the Marvel merch here. Oh, that's nice. The black and gold. That is nice. Oh, cool. I never noticed this before. That's great. That's such a good little photo opportunity as well. Oh, lots of Simpsons stuff. The Duff Beer merch is cool. I do like this. It has like the little beer holder in it, which I think is pretty cool. Like, it's something a bit different, isn't it? A little beer holder in there in the pocket. I just feel like the Velcro might be a little bit annoying. One thing that is good to know is that they actually let you use your annual pass discount here. So it means that, you know, if you do want to buy something and you have a pass, you can still get that discount. You don't have to worry about using it in the parks. I have a weird recollection that like that wasn't always the case. I don't know if that was the Disney store, but I do remember being in an airport one time and asking and being told no. I feel like that was the Disney store in the other terminal years ago, but I know the Disney store here now does accept as well, so I don't know if that was like a change or something like that. Oh, look at this Jurassic Park hoodie. Okay, that is nice. I like how this feels as well. Plain on the back. That is really nice. So that is $55, and it's lovely and soft, and it's not too thick. Like, it's soft but not super thick. I don't like a thick hoodie. Ooh, okay, that's a contender. Then there's the more classic Jurassic Park one over there. Oh, I think I might prefer this one, because I like that it says Universal Studios on it. I do love all the Jurassic Park type merch. That's what I've got as my lanyard for my annual pass as well. The t-shirts are $33. Oh, look, and it changes in the sun. It's quite light here, but then it will go red in the sun. That is cool. Oh, I like that. I don't think the jumper is the same. I think the jumper is just red. Yeah, I don't think that changes. And what price is this one? It's $50, so it's $5 cheaper than the other one. Interesting. Oh, that's nice as well, in more of like a khaki color. VelociCoaster merch, oh my gosh. Okay, something VelociCoaster would be great because it is my new favorite ride. I love it. They've got a hat. That t-shirt's kind of cool. Oh, that's cool too. This store is so nice. Oh, what is this? Okay, so we've got t-shirts, and then this is the back of a hoodie, and it has the right, oh, and it's soft and it's light. What's the front? Oh, it's the blue Jurassic World. Oh, I might have to go for this one. What price is it? 57. Oh, I think that might be a winner. All right, I did make my purchase. I got the VelociCoaster jumper, and I'm just gonna head out of the store now. I'm so happy with that. Oh, I actually quite like the mug as well. I do not need a mug though. No more mugs. No more mugs allowed. You can't really come to the Terminal C departures area without checking out the screens because they are just insane. So let's head in. Oh, look, we've got some sea stuff going on.
Attention British Airways customers on flight 036 with services to London Gatwick.
They're just calling my flight for gate check items. We're not due to start boarding for another, I think 20-25 minutes. I might head down to the gate and chill though in a bit. What is going on here? Oh, I'm in there. Every now and then I can see myself. Ah, there I am. Oh my gosh. That's cool. That is cool. Shake Shack has a bit of a line. I don't know if I can be bothered to go get chips or not. Oh, do you know what? Let's go. I'll get some chips, then I can bring them to the gate and chill there. So I actually gave up on Shake Shack because the queue was moving way too slow. But I've come to my gate now. I think they're just doing pre-boarding. So we should be getting on board soon. I ended up going with the mushroom risotto. It doesn't look the best. I may regret my decision. But yeah, I just wasn't sure what to go with. So we'll see. I'll report back. So the pilot did tell us that we were taking a bit of a different route and we were going to end up going over New York and I guess like up that side of the coast and then across the Atlantic. I'm not sure what we're looking at right now, but it definitely seems very bright compared to where we've been before. Is that New York? Breakfast just came round and I'm so excited for it. It is a smoked streaky bacon on a buttered club roll. This is exactly what I've been hoping that they would do for breakfast. In the past, I've had these horrendous like cheese bagel things, bagel cheese and egg bagels, and it's just been horrific. So I'm hoping that this is going to be a much improved breakfast.